Asabaro, Starfish Entertainment.
But to me, the beat.
Me no one proof, me no one rule. Me just want do the music that is really cool. Me just want say this generation feel my groove. This generation feel my groove. Me just want pull up, me just want sing.
Let's welcome the initiator of this idea of Hovareigns Connect. He's a young Cameroonian who is changing the narrative, gathering people here to share the stories is excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lukong Jude Kiven. Another one, hand of applause.
So you decided to give me your mic now. Thank you very much for coming out to listen to stories. There is something which I've been thinking of. Last night, when I finished sending emails about Hovareigns Connect, reminding the speakers and trying to make sure that those who were traveling made it here on time, I remembered that I had not I had not answered my quiz for the Tony Elumelu project, which of course the first time, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, when I wanted to apply for the grant, he was the person who mentored me through, but I did not finish it. I was not selected, and the next year I tried to apply, but along the line I just, I lose track. But recently I was selected and I did not know. I had been following up with Hovareigns Connect for too long and I wanted to really make it happen. And a friend of mine, still more of a colleague, someday, just a couple of days ago, we were at a birthday party, and then I was talking with him and I said, I've been receiving mails and notifications from the TEP Connect. And he was like, what kind of mails? I explained to him and he said, you have been selected. And I said, I didn't know. He said, no, just follow that and see what you can do. Then last night, when I finished sending the mails, I remembered I had not been able to fill my quiz, which of course if I did not finish, I will not be able to even move to the next stage. But now what struck me is that there is a platform which I wanted to actually get on so I could get funding for maybe this event and many other events. But look at me sitting down and sending mails and following up the event and forgetting to go seek for funding. Meanwhile, I am spending time and concentrating on spending. That is something which is a little bit scary sometimes, but I really don't understand that. And one thing which I said to myself was, when you build teams, build from a love perspective. You should not build teams just because you want to gather people around and then get to make them to work with you. Build teams because you understand that what you're going to be telling them to do, even if they are not there, you can still be able to do this. This leads me to, about 4 or 5 years ago when I worked in a university, at the Presbyterian University, I happened to have been privileged to work with the same person who was Vice Chancellor at the University of Boya when I studied. I only saw him twice, Professor Vincent Titanji. I saw him during convocation, during matriculation and during convocation. So a couple of years later, I was privileged to work with him. And while in school, I got elected as the staff union president. But what I did was to push and make sure that maybe arrears of staff were paid, staff were treated better and all that. And one day I had a conversation with him in the office and he mentioned to me that I was a trade unionist. So it was a little bit funny to me because I know trade unionist is a very bad thing. But I tried to understand that and he made me understand that I fight for things even if they do not concern me. That still goes back to the team. If you have amazing people like those who have assisted me to put all of this together from the start. I don't know English language, of course. All I do is just put things together. But that is what happened. The same person I met him while I was working in the university and he was a student in the same university. He came to my office once and he told me that he had we were just talking about his transcript, of course, because I was transcript officer, and then he spoke about his intention to do entertainment and all that, and he told me about a magazine that he wanted to do. When I listened to the idea, I told him this is something which is great. We are going to work with this. I was still in the university and he was going to graduate. And a few years later, I quit the job in the university, came to Boya, we met up, we started the Camel Link, and we did that for a couple of years before whatever happened. But this is somebody that I have been with. We have held each other's hand through thick and thin, and we still intend to go further. This person is the CEO of Camel Link magazine, of course, Chifu von Felix, that you're seeing with me all the time. Yeah, and And of course, you always will see Faith Tata, who holds the mic all the time. She's spoken a lot, so you know her. And I mean, it's not just because we like to use her for everything we do. It's because, I mean, this is somebody that we have gone through a lot. We have been in the same place together. There was a time that we stayed in Boya when the crisis just started. We almost had nothing to eat. Sometimes we'd be like 5 or 6 and we have just 500 francs. And we needed to eat and, you know, still go out there. But we eat with 500 francs and then we go out and we look so happy. And we smile and we talk and we motivate people and say it's possible. I mean, we're standing here today. It's actually evident that it's possible. Because before, I had nothing. Somewhere along the line, I had something. Today, I am able to feed and I am able to give a helping hand. I believe that tomorrow is going to be better. But I'll say something shocking. I am one person, even though I want to create more mentors and stuff, but I really have not had somebody hold my hand. I have had nobody to tell me, okay, this is how you should do it, this is what you should use to do it. Everything that I have hustled. So if you see me standing and talking and, you know, gathering amazing people, is because God really exists and it's possible that it can go. I just wanted to share this with you, and of course there are so many other people, but I just wanted to share this with you so you can understand that this is much more than just an event. It is something which we intend to, it's a habit that, like Mr. Gaston said, we need to really develop this and make it go further. Thank you all very much for taking our time from your busy schedule and to take the family picture and for the Thank you.